here at the lake, winding down the summer, but I did pick up a new board, pretty excited about it. I've been wanting to ride this board for a long time, and this is the Phase 5 Hammerhead. Let me show you real quick what it looks like on a visual. I think this is the 2021. I think they have some new models out. I put the sticker on it, that's not part of the board, but it is a cool board. It has a unique shape to it. As you see, it's kind of got a peanut shape where it narrows out in the middle, and that's supposed to give us some stability that makes it ride a little bit surf style a little bit more. It is a skim board. It's 3/4 of an inch thick, right? And if you look at the top has a carbon fiber construction. Very light board. I don't know what the weight is on it, but it is very light. Now I did opt for the larger size. I'm 230 pounds, so I got the 55. I usually try to keep my boards as small as I can, but I think I'm gonna, because it's a skim, I felt like I needed to be within their recommendation, so I did go with that. It does have a nice grips deal here. It's got a bar up the middle, help you locate the board, get a little bit more push on some stuff. Really nice though construction. I did like it. It does seem like a nice piece, and the colors are pretty legit. The fin is a 1 inch, pretty long fin right here. It's probably about twice as long as like normal fins. So it does have a single 1 inch. I was kind of worried about that. I'm like, man, dude, I hope that has enough grip. I don't usually ride any skim. I wouldn't consider myself an advanced rider, but I think, you know, the majority of people that wake surf, especially when you start getting to 230 pounds, probably aren't like super advanced riders. So I'll be doing this review from the aspect of a mediocre rider. I mean, I don't know what you'd call me, but anyway, yeah, so I'll try it and I'll give you my first impressions. Like I said, I don't ride skim at all. I usually ride surf stuff. Some of the boards that I've ridden or ride are the Ronex Sprocket, carbon Sprocket. That's probably my favorite board. The other one would be, let's see here, the Blender, the Ronex Blender has been a real fun board. But I am looking forward to this. I expect it to be a little bit more squirrelier, which is okay. And I'll just give you my honest opinion on it and what I think about it, and how, you know, someone like me, a heavier set person, oh, it's 230 heavy, that's heavier set, right? A heavier set person that might have mediocre skills is picking up an advanced board. Is that really the best idea? We're gonna find out. I'll go out there and I'll try it out and I'll give you my honest opinion. All right, well, I thought we'd look at the board. I'll talk a little bit about it. As you can see, board maneuvers, very easy, cuts good, digs good, floaters, easy. I mean, a lot of mediocre stuff, right? That's easy for people to do. I tried to pull back on the wave here and it was able to come back forward towards the boat. So it is a fairly quick board for only having 1 inch fin on the back. I mean, there's no channels on the bottom. There's no like big fins that would normally thrust boards forward, but it still has, it's a pretty big surface area. It's got a big belly on it, so it definitely can get back to the boat. I wanted to look at the GoPro footage because I want you to see how the water flows, you know, over the board. One thing is, because this board is only 3/4 of an inch thick, is that it will pull a lot of water over the board and you sit very deep in the water. Now I'm 230 pounds on their 55 inch, you know, just for, you know, comparing yourself to what you would need. But when you carve, like how you normally do on a surf style board, it really digs into the water. I mean, it really does. You can see it right there. You see that water just kind of flowing right off the center of the board. Also too, I want to show you how this thing can handle a little bit, because it feels like the fins are in the center of the board. Now watch it goes up there. Now watch how like it comes back down. See how like it slides back down sideways? It's not really steering back down like surf style. It kind of like, so it'd go up and then it would like slide sideways back down. And that's because it's only got a 1 inch fin. I don't hate it, but I'm just saying be aware that there's going to be a little bit of slipping and sliding. It's not squirrely, but there is a little bit of slipping and sliding a little bit just because you have a 1 inch fin. But overall, it's a very good board. You can see here, I mean, it's just a lot of fun to go out and cut. I don't do a lot of jumps and pops. My daughter does them more than me. She's 7 years old. She's doing them, so I feel like I have to try a little bit. But I would imagine that if you are good at it, or maybe someday I'll get good at it, who knows? But if you do like doing pops, I think that this board would be a good board to try to do that kind of stuff. I think I tried a couple here. Yeah, I'm like 230 pounds, dude. What are you supposed to do, right? I don't know. There's probably now some guys 260 is gonna go out there and do it, show me up. But it is fun. You know, I do like it. I like doing it, you know. It's a good time. You can see the board's really stable, even deep in the wave.
As far as you people that like to do 360s, you know, it's going to do it very, you know, in fact, one of the problems I was having, I didn't pull one off on this run, but one of the problems with this board is that because it only has a 1-inch fin on the back, that it spins super fast. So you can actually, like, you know, getting stopped and, you know, or the board catching can be an issue.
Good. Is it a good board for, you know, mediocre riders to get like intermediate advanced board like this one? I would say yes. Like I said, the only thing I'm gonna have to work on next summer is it does dig in a little bit right here, and I think that's just going to be transitioning a little bit where the foot positioning is. I do feel like foot positioning on this board is critical a lot more because of this right here. The foot positioning is going to be a lot more important where you're positioning your foot, you know, on the pads. But outside that, it was a lot of fun. I feel like it popped. I mean, I don't really get airs that much, but next year I'll probably try. It seemed like if I can maybe lose a little bit of weight and work a little harder, maybe I can get the boards out of the water a little bit more. But on the 360 stuff, I was hoping to pull 360 off riding it this weekend, but you know, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. And the one thing I will say is that I think the hardest thing is stopping the board from spinning, because it's so fast on the rotation because there's no fins on it, and it's just, you know, it's got a little bit of radius here, so you're riding on the belly of the board, so it really turns around super fast. So for people that are wanting to do 360s, I think this is going to be a board that you really enjoy. Anyway, there you go. This is not a paid deal. They didn't send me this for free. This is me doing this deal. Sammy picked up a Phase 5.
This is my show. Cut away. This is my show. And this is my board. Welcome to Sammy Wake Surf. Bye!
There you go. Here's our review. Phase 5.